They've announced the romance retreat, which will see a group of single parents travel to a luxury destination in search of love.
They worked it all out in 2 days.
It's amazing, isn't it? They move so quickly here at ITV.
Anyway, who could be in the running to present the show? Some high-profile celebrities have already made their pitch for the top job. Kelly Brook says she's the right woman, calling herself Vintage Love Island, after presenting the first series in 2005. Davina McCall seems to be banging on the door for the gig.
Yes.
Gosh.
I'm literally begging ITV to let me present Midlife Love Island. I could fill a villa in Love Island with middle-aged people with the best backstories you have ever heard in your life. They've lived a life.
Well, two unlikely predictions to front the show. Martin Lewis and, of course, Ed Balls himself.
Unlikely?
And Carol...
What do you mean?
No, I think you're very likely. Carol Vorderman, another name in the mix this morning. But let's talk to Ulrika Jonsson, because you have some very specific requirements that you would like to see in the host, don't you? Welcome to the programme.
Oh, thank you, Ed. I hate to break your balls, but I did actually write about this 3 or 4 years ago, suggesting that there should be a Love Island for maybe people over 50 who are in the autumn of their life and who are out there in the dating wilderness. It's a wild west out there.
Because everybody in that... Carol, of course, is not currently married, but everybody else married. And do you think that if you're married, it should rule you out of hosting?
I think if you're hosting that programme, you should have a wealth of experience in modern-day dating, which is very different from them old days when we used to actually see and meet people in the pub. And being single, yes, should be a prerequisite. I mean...
That is laying down a challenge to me.
I don't want a smug married Ed Balls standing there telling me who I should be going with or what I should be doing. No smug married, please.
No, hang on. Look, I don't want to be the presenter.
You want to be on it?
I want to be a contestant.
Oh, God, what's your wife going to say about that?
Well, don't you think the married people should be allowed to be contestants?
No, married people, No. This is the whole premise of the show has gone over your head.
That's a fair island.
Yes.
That's a whole different thing.
I tell you, it would get the...
More experience.
He's thinking throupling and a little bit of perhaps ethical non-monogamy and all those sort of terms that are...
It would get the viewers in, I tell you.
Well, I don't know.
Think about the chat room.
Single midlife people will get the viewers in. We have great layers of experience and we're interesting. We also don't really care what anybody says or thinks anymore.
What do you think about the fact? I think it is single parents.
Yeah.
You would be you'd be nominated by your children. Do you think your children should have a say in who you go out with?
Categorically, no.
Why not?
Absolutely not. Because I think, certainly in my case, my children would choose someone boring, I'm pretty sure.
What makes someone boring?
I don't know. I think they would... Oh, somebody who's maybe, just calm and predictable. And I'm not really sure...
Isn't calm and predictable something nice?
I want something a little bit... Yeah, but I think the thing is, just because you're over 50 doesn't mean you've kind of given up on life and that you don't want to have new adventures. And, I mean, I feel I have a greater zest for life now than I probably did in my 20s and my 30s when I was just working.
I mean, look at Boris Johnson.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Think of, I mean, he'd be quite a contestant.
He would, but he is smug married, isn't he? So we can't...
It's not stopped him.
No, well, we know that too.
Don't you think it's important that your children get on with the person who you go out with? Is that perhaps the reason that they might be involved?
Yes, that's probably... I guess it depends what the end sort of destination is. If you're planning to live with somebody and make them part of your family, it's really important, I guess, that the children are involved. But if you're still thinking of living a kind of life where you have a separate life from your grown-up children, then I think they really don't have to...
Would you like to, even if you don't present it, Ulrika, and I think you'd be a terrific choice, would you like to go in to the show?
Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound. Why not?
Yes.
New experience.
I mean, if you like Ulrika, after the show, maybe we could go over there for a conversation.
Oh, my goodness.
Go over for a chat.
He's not giving up, is he?
He's not. You've just celebrated your 25th wedding anniversary.
I know, but,
Yvette's at home laughing.
Keep it real.
I hope she's laughing.
Keep it real.
Ulrika, thanks very much indeed. Very good luck.
Competition time. I mean, I think our normal competition. And here's...
Not a competition for your affections.
No, I mean, win 10 million. No, and here's Andy with the details.